Okay, does anyone have a question?
I have about a million of them, but
I want to know, Lester or Johnny, if any of you guys remember the old hermit that lived at Bitter Creek, Johnny Murphy? You remember him?
Yeah.
Because everybody, I mean, I remember Perk and everybody always talks about him, but nobody ever says much about, he had that old cabin that he had painted like the ends of the logs were bright orange and the windowsills were blue, and it was like real secluded way back in the woods. He was a character.
Did you ever drink coffee with Johnny Brunson?
Yeah.
He only had one clean place on the cup.
It's Carl Perkipile. He had a rather, his past wasn't too, what was the correct word? Anyhow, his wife went into labor and he was supposed to go fetch a doctor. He went by the bar instead. She delivered the child by herself. He died a few years ago in a fire in his cabin. The paper wasn't your standard obituary. They related that story. And Judy says, well, they didn't have to rake him over the coals.
ooh,
He used to work for me. I got him out there cutting wood one day. I went out and he was laughing to be the dick and slapping his leg, you know. I said, what are you doing, Carl? He said, I'm telling myself some jokes. Some I've heard and some I haven't.
I've seen Carl sat up there in the middle of the road, drunk as a skunk, just laughing, having the best time you ever saw.
He was that
And
way.
he talks to himself, laughs, you know.
That's the truth, Joe. This is something like that.
And you know, he was a gunsmith too.
There were several old miners. There was another one that had a burro that come in here for Trinidad in the spring of the year. And what was his name? Opal Van Dostel. Keith Van Dostel. He had claims up Bitter Creek and the other way both.
Like Old Hill?
Like Old Hill. So he worked all that during the summer. And then there was the Mulberg brothers, twins. They'd come to town and get all lined up and walk back up there.
There's another one, John Enderman.
You're on internet. There was a lot of these old timers that walked to town and had to walk back at night, 4 or 5 miles.
That, well,
What
Pete,
about Uncle Billy Anderson?
yeah, Billy Anderson. When I was a kid, my brother, they gave me a little red wagon one time, and we got old Pete's donkey, and we tied that wagon on the leg. My brother and I got in that thing over there, about where the Shotgun Willie's is now. And we threw rocks at that old burro and everything else. He went a little bit. That wagon squeaked. And that thing laid them ears back. And all of a sudden he took off. And we went out of the wagon and looked up, and that wagon was hitting about 20 foot like this, you know. And Dad was up there at the skating rink. He went out there and stopped and got that wagon off of it. And I won't do that no more.
Who is the one that had the little girl that had a bell around his neck? When they were walking, a bell around his neck?
That was Pete.
What was that?
Pete's.
Oh, okay.
And they had one here called Two Bits, had 2 big bumps here. I don't know how they ever got there, but 2 big old knots on that girl's head. All us kids were taking, you know, riding.
There were a lot of them there for a while. A lot of burros there for a
Yeah.
while. We used to ride them down the pasture.
Like, I think old Horace Johnson rented some of it.
Yeah, he did. I got a mare from old Horse Johnson. Best mares there. Sure can be.